it hasn't changed. And really, to a certain extent, there was a push, and the proverbial muzzle was taken off black people's mouths, and they were able to speak up after George Floyd. But the muzzle's been put back on, and now it seems like black people have gone back to that place where they're under the stone, just there dormant, not being able to talk about certain things anymore. So.
What does the term taxonomy of racism mean, and how can it help us understand the different layers of racial injustice?
So the creation of that and the push of a certain narrative throughout the world through these pseudo-scientific thinkers, because really a lot of the stuff that they were producing was nonsensical and non-scientific, to say the least. But it pushed a racist narrative. And for the world, if there are academics that are highly regarded and you push out a certain narrative globally, people are going to be susceptible to thinking what you're saying is true. So if you push out that narrative in different areas, and psychologists like Isaac, who's quite racist, the people I've mentioned already, if in children's books they've got a certain narrative, if you've got a white family from back in the day reading a book about Noddy and the gollywogs are robbing Noddy, what does that create in the mind of a young child in regards to this sort of stereotype of black people? They're a certain way. So whether it was children's books, advertisements, I mean, adverts are everywhere. So if you've got a Pears soap advert that's got a black child in the bath and then washes with Pears soap, the body, and when they stand up, all of it's white, like, oh, we've cleaned you off. The old school American adverts with the mammy and the accentuated lips and the accentuated eyes. There was the shoe polish, the colour on the shoe polish was nigger brown. There's a lot of different ways that they pushed a certain narrative through different mediums globally that made people see black people in a certain way. And it hasn't changed.